Apostle said you use this word ecclesia, right? I was actually sitting over a meal with Trav and we were talking about this. We also got, as a church, we also got to get back to the root of what the church is, right? So in that Greco-Roman context, when Jesus uses the word ecclesia to talk about the church, that actually wasn't a solely religious term. Ecclesia was actually a worldly term, or more of a social term, and it represented a group of nobles from a city who would come together. All of these distinguished, powerful people, they would come together at this place called the gate of the city.
Yes.
And at the gate of the city, all these called out people would come together and they would discuss the issues from their city. And they would come up with solutions. And then after coming up with those solutions, they would then go back and be problem solvers in the city. So in order to really understand how people can receive church better, we got to get back to what the church's purpose is.
Come on.
And it's to build people who are the ecclesia to say, hey, your prophetic gift doesn't have to just be lift your hands. God said to tell you, nothing wrong with that. But your prophetic gift can also look like, if I work in finance, I start to detect trends in the marketplace. And I actually prophetically can see where this is headed.
Yes.
And now I can make a change in the space that I'm in. If I have a healing gift, I don't just have to lay hands in the church. I also can be in the nursing industry. I can be in the medical industry. And before I administer and give you this medication, I'm gonna also put hands on you and let you know God is a healer, right? We have to expand where our gifts can thrive. Because if they can only thrive in revival, of course, Jesus will never be relevant.
That's not a gift.
It's no longer a gift, right? We restrict it and we put this python nature around it and we zap people from believing. We restrict the gift. I'm gonna be obedient to the apostle. We restrict the gift and we put a python nature around it, and now people can no longer use it unless it can serve this building.
Jesus!
And that's problematic. So if we get back to the root of what the ecclesia was, the nobles who came together to get strategies for their community, we then go back and in every single sector, we have someone that's a believer in Christ, whether it's real estate, whether it's medicine, whether it's at the post office. We have somebody there that has representation, and Jesus will always be relevant.
Y'all give it up for Dashawn Robinson. These ain't no regular people. Look at your neighbor and say, these ain't no regular people.